finest actors of all times, Mr. Kofi Ajololo. Boss, good evening. He's an ardent viewer of the show. I know he's probably watching. Why didn't you marry him? Don't answer that yet. Think about it. And then, you've probably seen him in some of the movies and all that. This guy has a voice, and when he speaks, the diction is so sweet. You know, yeah, it's good to have a fine man on your set from time to time. Yes, I know I'm admiring a man. It doesn't mean anything. His name is Kobi Champong. Kobi, how are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Yeah, I told you. Did you hear that? I'm great. How are you? I'm well. I'm trying to answer it like you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're trying.
We're trying. I like what you're wearing.
Yeah. It was made by Bella Couture.
Usually I would be wearing chapter 1, but today they didn't deliver early. They were a bit late, so I had to come in my suit and all that. I also support African wear. It looks good.
Thank you.
Let me start with you. We were talking about why you didn't marry. Was it because of what Councillor Lutra said?
Not at all. It had nothing to do with it.
Those of you who don't know, Councillor Lutra said Lebene and Kofi were not a good pair, or something like that. Wasn't that what did he say, really?
That's what he said.
That you were not a good pair.
He said I was going to kill him. I was going to put him into trouble and all that.
Were you going to kill? What kind of kill was he talking about when he said you were going to kill him?
I don't know. It's up to him.
It's up to him?
Yeah.
Okay. So why the separation? What led to the separation?
Well, I had to listen to my father. He wasn't in support, so...
Your father wasn't in support?
Yep.
So you had to leave. Were you heartbroken?
I just had to go with the flow, take it as it is.
Did you cry?
I got a little bit emotional, but no, I didn't.
Did you love him?
Let's leave that for later.
Oh, it's just a simple question. Did you love him? Did you love him? Did you want to have his babies and all that? Wear his ring? Be Mrs. Victoria Ajololo?
Oh, don't do this. Let's go ahead with the plan.
Yasmin, are you married?
No, I'm not married.
Dating?
Yes, I'm dating. I have a fiancé.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
He's the father of my baby.
Okay.
Yes.
How old is your baby?
She's 18 months.
What's her name?
She's called Camille Ifia Santua Ufuriata.
Oh. Did you hear that? Camille Ifia Asantio Furiata.
Asantua.
Asantua Ufuriata. Yeah, Asantua Sefansons come inside. I love adorable young women. I have 2 girls myself.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's a blessing. Thank you very much. It is a blessing.
Then you're going to be rich as a father.
Why?
Because the girls are going to get
If you have 2 daughters, then,
we'll bring the money in.
Yeah.
Then I should have 10.
Well, why not?
Kobi, let me start from you. Let's get straight into our conversation.
Okay.
Is there money in acting in Ghana?
In Ghana, it depends.
On?
I will actually say it's relative, because there are productions that you get that, they'll really appreciate the fact that you're a good actor, and then they pay you for your job. And then there are productions that you meet, and then out of familiarity, they will want to give you something, small.
Let me rephrase my question. You're an actor. Are you married?
No, I'm not.
Have any kids?
No,
Not yet. Okay. Let us assume you were married, have kids. Do you think acting solely as your profession in Ghana would be enough to cater for you and your family?
That's why I need to get ready first.
As it is now,
Okay.
assuming you were married, would you say your career is enough to cater for you and your family?
It's not there yet. So till then, I can answer.
You cannot answer.
Yeah.
Yasmin, is acting enough to put food on your table? Acting alone as a job?
Personally?
Yeah.
No.
It is not enough.
No, it's not. It's not enough.
Why?
Okay, well, first of all, apart from the fact that we are working to be paid or whatever, we are doing it because it's a passion and something we love to do. Now, like you rightfully said, some of the directors or the producers or whoever who gets in touch with us to shoot for them, out of familiarity, they beg you to, just do it for some full money, probably like 100 cedis or something. I think that's a very big insult.
Wow.
Because you don't expect me to leave my house and come and shoot with you for like 2 weeks and you just give me 100 cedis. How then do you expect me to perform well on set? It's all part of it. And
It's your money. I mean,
it's something that's happening all the time. Now, the producers or whoever will approach you and say, "Oh, Jasmine, or Victoria or Kobe or whoever, you know, this is my first job, so I want you to help me. And George, we've been helping these people, or we've been helping them for so long. And when is it going to give? Like, when is it going to stop? It doesn't look like it's stopping.
Wow.
And if you say you don't want to shoot for them, they get offended, or they'll be like, oh, who do you think you are, whatever. But
You're not even there yet.
no, it's not happening. We're not making money from
Wow.
it, from movies.
Lebena, I kind of feel that you're agreeing with what Yasmin is saying. You're not making money from movies?
There's no money in acting in Ghana. Let me say that.
But we see you people, we see you on screens, living flamboyant lives, driving big cars, wearing expensive clothes. At an event, you invite actors and actresses to an event in Ghana, and they'll be wearing clothes that can build a castle.
Well, the thing is, with acting, it's like something that channels you through to do other things. Okay, if you're acting, you're doing it for the love of it. Through that, people get to see you, people get to recognize you, people get to appreciate you out of that, okay? So if you present yourself to do something, or if you present yourself to get something elsewhere, they will give you that recognition. But when it comes to the production houses, they are not ready to pay.
I am baffled a little bit. Do you agree? The lady say it doesn't pay.
Yes, that's why I said it's relative.
Relative to what? If it doesn't pay, it doesn't pay.
No, you see, that's what I said. That okay. I
so
mean,
for you, it's being paid.
And not. That's why I said it's relative. Because you meet a producer, you can meet maybe an upcoming producer who wants to produce a movie, and then sing Jasmine, and want Jasmine on his job. Okay, Jasmine, what's up? How much will you take? Okay, Jasmine saying I'm taking $500. $500. Oh, Jasmine. Okay, I will make $1,000. Just come and do it for me. It's there.
Wait. You have asked for 500, and the director doubles it for you.
Doubles it for you.
Is that true, Jasmine?
Yeah.
Well, it hasn't happened to me.
It hasn't happened to you.
Because wait,
it's happened to you.
They ask you of your costume. If they are not costuming you, you understand, they will want to increase it. Because they are new, they are not, the old people that we know. You understand?
Which producers have you met that they haven't met?
Exactly. Like the Belgian one, like this, they were not there.
Oh, you had a Belgian production. Let's keep it
production.
to Ghana.
Okay.
Because me too, my biggest production was a German production.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that was in Ghana.
Yes, a German production. We filmed in Ghana, Morocco, Germany, and Spain. That was in 2002. That was my biggest production ever.
And they paid good.
Oh, very, very, very good.
Okay.
But that's like a one-off.
That was
not
like a one-off.
that happens all the time.
So let's focus on Ghana, because those don't happen often.
Let me say this. There are some production houses that are ready to make budgets for their artists. Okay?
Yes.
They know that, whoever is getting on board, we want the best out of them.
Yes.
So let's budget so and so amount for this person.
Yes.
Even though she's
Motivation,
coming forward for, I could mention maybe I want 5,000, but they have probably budgeted 3,000 for you. That's fair enough. And that gives me so much, I feel so good and I'm ready to do the job with a lot of action. But if you're giving me something lesser than what I'm expecting, then you're killing my morale.
You see, let me just come in. There are producers who come in, they come in to do good job. Yeah, they start good production. They call the team. They come together. Now they drop budgets. Okay, Jasmine 5,000, Kobe 3,000, Victoria 3,000, and then the team that they have. And then let's say George 4,000.
We'll make it 1,000.
Okay, George 1,000. Okay, and then this same people, the producer has good vision, but the people that he intends working with them, the team will come in. Chairman, these people, see, if you call them, if you give him 1,000, just if you give him 2,000, you go do them.
You go a bit of effort.
Kobe, don't even pay him. Just give him transport, like 500 citizens, go do them. This is the kind of
That's an interesting
choice. Mouthing behind doors.
So you mean some of the crew actually go behind the actor to say, this one, why they pay him this amount?
Yeah. I think it's the crew members. They have a very big influence.
You understand?
Deciding who's going to come on set.
A producer can even give you money, maybe a production manager money to give give to actors, and then they'll end up not giving you anything because they think that they're doing you a favor. Of course, yes,
yeah.
they are doing you a favor.
But how are they doing you a favor?
Exactly. That is the motive.
That's how they always
how they
put it.
think.
Oh, you're the one, you're going to be putting out there, you're getting all the fame.
We are giving you fame.
But apart from the fame, how do we survive? That's the question.
Do you think they care?
I hear there's another problem where some new actors and actresses, especially actresses, are willing to offer any and everything. Some actually bring costume for other casts, they bring food, and they are even willing to pay for their roles in movies. Jasmine, is it true?
Yes, George, it's true.
But I think it happens.
True.
It happens everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah,
Where?
it happens everywhere. It happens in
You've been
every
in Hollywood?
industry. We are not there, but it
might. You're assuming that it
Okay.
happens.
No, but imagine you're working in an office. You go to work, they're supposed to give you lunch, you're supposed to pay for your transportation in and out. And you go to where they don't give you food, they don't give you transportation. Why would you want to go back to work?
No,
and
even that is not even my worry.
What excuse are they going to give you?
Mine is that, let's look at it this way. You're going to play in a movie. Let's say Kofi's Media wants to produce John and John Part 5. So they've called you. They have various roles for you. Just before you go in to shoot, some 2 actresses and an actor, total novices that don't know anything about acting, they approach Kofi somewhere and say, look, I don't want to get paid.
Yeah.
I'm willing to support your production with this and that and that. Drop Kobe, drop Jasmine, and drop Victoria, and take
And George,
us.
you know what happens when they do that? The production, excuse me to say, is shit.
Sorry.
The
We hope the kids are asleep. It's bad.
Yeah, it's bad. Because the people they put on there are not, excuse me, like qualified to be there.
No,
and they
but,
don't let,
no, but I want to
it's not
understand, this
entertaining.
actually happens?
It happens.
Yes, it does.
You've experienced it before? Is that how you got into the showbiz industry?
You know
Did
what
you have
the
to pay your
problem is?
way?
I never ever paid my way. I always believed in myself, and I knew that one day my talents, my capabilities would be seen.
But you had a
We might
strong
even get
boyfriend
to
who's a
Hollywood.
veteran in the industry. Is that what opened the doors?
No, I already, started working things out before that happened. So.
But you're
It's
sure
not
his influence didn't come in any way?
No. I started acting in 2013, so it's been 5 years.
And when did you meet him?
2014.
Oh, okay, so a year after you started acting.
Yes.
Had you done any big movie break before?
Yes, I did.
You met him on set?
Yes, I met him.
Oh, really? Tell us about it.
I was actually late.
Hold that
for the
thought. When we come back from this commercial break, we're going to hear that beautiful story about how Victoria met Kofi. It's going to be a Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. It's a Titanic story.
George.
But how should I put it? Kofi, isn't that a wonderful story?
It's so amazing how people
We could actually
just
have
fall
a
in love.
movie.
Like, yeah,
We could actually write a movie out of it.
I'm sure, and then we will just start both of them.
The Loving of Kofi Ajololo
I
and
think we should do that.
Victoria
I think
Lebede.
we can.
Part 1, 2, and 3.
No, just part 1. Come on.
Featuring Councillor Lujo.
No,
So Yasmin, let me come to you. Acting is not pain. You've already mentioned that you do it for the passion. How then are you surviving? What do you survive on?
Okay. I am not like fully concentrating on acting because, like I said, it doesn't pay. I just thank God I probably have a partner who is supporting me, and I'm scratch that. I feel, or I know, or I believe that all the actors and actresses definitely have a side job or a side business that they're doing. I don't think that, well, for other people I know, none of them are doing acting full time. So yes, you need to balance the acting with something else, unless you're okay with what you're getting. Depends on your lifestyle, that kind of thing. But you need to do something else on the side, and that is what I'm doing. That's how I'm surviving.
That's how you are surviving.
Yes.
Kobe, how are you surviving?
That moment that you wake up and you find out that you only have 5 cities, and you look up to God and like, God, this is my job. I'm not surviving. I'm dying. But then a producer will call you, Kobe, I have a script for you. How much? It's a low budget. And I'll look at my 5 city and look at the job. Because of the passion, the talent, you shouldn't die. You still get hungry and go and still execute the job and come back home with tears.
But with so much hope.
With so much hope. People don't believe when you tell them that you don't have money.
Yeah.
Because they see you on screen and
of course we see you on screen. That's what I was saying earlier. You guys live. You make it look like it's so cool.
No, but for me, I'm not living to please the public.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever I put on my social
Instagram
media, it's what I want to put. I'm not doing it to please
anyone.
But
a lot of you guys are pleasing.
Well, probably they have some other
things that they do that
they're falling on that's giving them the funds.
But Kofi has still not told us how he survives.
Like you said, everyone has a side job. So some of us, we are now trying to get on a side job. Because it's kind of difficult when you're trying. Because I used to work with a human rights advocacy center. That's ex-minister Oyelita. And it was quite tedious because you wake up early at 6 and get to office before 8, and then you work till 5, 6. You come back home. You have production going on, and you can't go. So you need to drop it.
So you decided to leave work to follow your passion?
To follow passion.
Though the passion is making you hungry.
Understand.
And I believe that's what they should even see and appreciate them more. For me to leave what I'm doing, like if it's an office job or whatever it is, and follow passion, why don't you appreciate me?
Hold on with the appreciation. So is this desire to do something else that is leading some of you to, allegedly do some of the things that we're hearing? We hear a lot of the actresses have to sleep around. We hear even some of the male actresses are gay now, or they have to be gigolos, sleeping with big women and all that just to put food on the table. Is this true? I don't know if you've heard any.
But I think this is in every industry. Is in the hospital, is in the bank halls, is every industry.
So you're first admitting that it's true.
It's everywhere.
Is that to say that it's true?
It is true.
First? It is true.
It's everywhere. Even in the church, you have it. You have them. It's true.
It's their lives. It's their decision. When I started, I decided not to fall into the arms of any producer or any director to give in sex or any other thing for a role. I was bent on that. I said, I will never. And if you see me now and you think that I haven't appeared in a number of movies, I do not care, because I will not do the things that led people to get that. So how are you eating? Well, I'm into skincare.
Okay.
Skincare and cosmetics. So I do beauty consultancies. People contact me. They have problems with their skin, face, acne, and all that. So I tend to them. I have skincare products
that you sell.
I represent Oasis Med Spa in Ghana. I sell them out, and then it keeps me going. Aside photo modeling as well. I model for brands and I get paid.
Interesting.
So I balance it.
So, but Yasmin, is it true that some of your colleagues are into some of these things that we mentioned, and some actually we hear they are into even worse things?
Well, it hasn't happened to me personally. Even though when I started, I was approached by a director, to sleep with him for...
Okay, before you continue, how did you start? I like that story.
How did I start acting?
Acting. How did you get
it just happened. Like,
how did it just happen?
I think I've said this story so many times, but I live in Osu. So I was walking from my house to Kuala to get something, and there was this guy who was like trying to call me, but I wasn't minding him. I thought it was like a regular guy who was trying to get my number, blah, blah, blah. And I went into Kuala, I came back out, and the guy was still there, so I thought, let me just listen to him. I did, and he told me he was a director. He's called Dixon Jakwasu.
I know.
Yes.
Dixon, yeah.
So he told me that, he's a director, he's going to start a new TV series called Between the Sheets, and he would want me to be in it. But I told him that acting is nothing I've considered doing, and I don't know if I could do it. But he said, I should give it a try. So I went for auditions, I remember, at the Braka Citizen Center, and I got the role.
Interesting.
I got the role, and that's how it started. So Dixon gave me my first.
And is he the one who tried to get you to bed?
No, it's not.
Okay.
No, it's not.
So
Dixon
you were telling us the story
friend.
of that one who approached you.
Yeah, so I think, so when I was approached by a director, I actually went all the way to his house, because back then I was very naive.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going on in the industry. So I went to his house. He gave me a script. I was excited about it. Like, hey, my first my first big job.
Big job, yeah.
And I went home, read the story, and I was supposed to go back and meet him. But when I went, guy was trying to like touch me, and I told him no, I can't do this. Like no, I have to because he's giving me a big role.
Oh wow!
And I'm like,
have to.
Yo, I don't have to.
You don't play like that.
I don't have to because if I had agreed to do that with him, and probably another director approached me with the same offer, what's to say I wouldn't have said no? I could have said yes, and then what?
It keeps on
exactly.
going like that.
And if I can't do it, they can find someone else who wants to do it. And I think he did. I think he did. But yeah, some directors do approach actors
what
like
about
that,
your
and some of the actors
actresses?
do agree
Have
to it.
any of your fellow actresses tried to lure you to maybe go to another country or to go hang out with some men somewhere, not necessarily in the acting fraternity, maybe some big men in Accra for some big money?
Oh, okay. Well, personally, even no.
Oh, or you decided to edit the story?
No.
Oh, you don't have to mention
No,
names.
no, I don't. No, none of them. What I wanted to say is, I go on set, I do what I have to do, and then I go home.
Victoria, have you experienced that? Have anybody tried to lure you? Oh, Charlie, there's some guys from America, and they're hanging out, or maybe some guys are in Dubai. They say we should come. They are willing to fly us first class, blah 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 blah. We can come back with some good money and all that. Any of your fellow actresses, or have you tried to lure some people to do that?
No, I've always kept my pace. I've always kept my distance. My business is between myself and God. So
beautiful. Kofi, how did you get into acting?
I got into acting. Growing up, I knew acting is me because my life has always been acting. So there was an audition I went. That was Venus Films. That was on 2010. That was the first time I had my movie. That Single Six. Yeah, I played one scene like that, but a long scene, and I think I did great. And then they loved me for it. So that was where everything started.
That was where the doors opened.
Yeah, that was where everything started.
Interesting. What do you guys make of these telenovelas on our screens these